3 of this series.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first Hotspot match of the day. Zath, have a look. Have a look over the Kraken lineup. Talk to me.
Yeah, so we got Zulu back in that Summers. We've got Medalist in Ragnar. This is our first look, my first look in the entirety of COD so far, I believe. Alvaro de Zan. Oh my god, what is KMX trying to cook up over here? We got Hank Tuff in a San Martin, Diving Harrier in a Brisbane. Dra is now in a Range Petro. Behind them is our the Panzer in the Bungo and Cyber Viper in a Libertad. They bring it back to Libertad.
I don't like the
I don't
Libertad
know.
pick, Zath. I'm not sure.
I don't either, but let's take a look at ERARE. What do you got
Let's just say no team fielding a Libertad has won a game this match. Okay, here we go. ERARE going with a triple destroyer lineup here. We're sending Adelny Arcada out towards mid right now. He's got friends with him. Someone's Summers, of course, a typical full. Actually, it's not a total full torpedo build. He's got Smoke Mod in slot 3, which is interesting. Obviously, some plans there. CEO in a Minotaur has to be Manitar. Yes, sir. Everybody's favorite. Shima's Petropavlos. That's not confusing at all. That is unique upgrade Petropavlos with the improved AP characteristics. Rightfully in a Cecilia. Corpus back in an Ohio this game. And then the rightward element, let's say, over here on the eastern flank, this is Jess in a Petro. That's a range Petro. I'm not sure how he's going to position that ship in such a way that that's going to matter. Havoc in a full typical stealth and torpedo build gearing, and Y Greeks Brisbane.
So Cecilia's an interesting pick. It's got the sap secondaries, and it's got the ability to exhaust smoke its way someplace. But I'm not feeling it either. So we'll have to see.
Well, Cecilia speaks for the first time this game. Let's see what kind of salvo we get out of it. Survey says
a whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of nothing.
Now, remember that Colombo is in this tournament, but unique upgrade specifically has been banned.
I did not know that. That's actually interesting.
Yes. Did see a team field the Colombo last weekend. It actually succeeded. They won. But the unique upgrade, of course, is so helpful for the Italian battleships.
Yep.
And Sicilia doesn't get it.
So a whole lot of noise here in the middle of the map, but a whole fat load of nothing when it comes to actual cap control. Summers, that would be Zulu, and the Delny, that would be Arcada, continue to head towards the extreme western flank of the map, while their teammates continue to trade shells over the middle of things. This eastern element of ERARE now, Zath, starts to look very impactful. I like this play for them over here at D.
Yeah, 3-on-1 is gimme, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna get it. And the big question is, can Hank Tuff, essentially hang tough?
Hang tough. No, it's exactly the question.
Is he going to be able to take away enough ships and use up their time over here? He's got to keep them busy. Well, I don't know that he can.
He's going to have his hand. He's going to have his work cut out for him with that Petro in that position, backed up by a 12-kilometer radar cruiser and a gearing with long-duration American smoke. Good luck. Let's just say that. Good luck.
Yeah. The big thing he needs to do is charge up his funny button. It means he needs to get main battery hits on things.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a Bowen Petro to hit, or maybe a Brisbane gearing if he gets lucky.
K continuing to try to put some pressure on the C cap. They had ducked one or both of these destroyers into the top of the cap. That drew out the radar from Shima's Petro. They had to back them off, and now they'll presumably try again here in a moment.
Yeah, C turns out to be a bit of a no man's land once teams have initially set up. So you see a lot of teams go extremely hard for C on this map to win it at the start, because oftentimes, if you don't win it right away, nobody's got it for like the duration of the battle.
Well, it felt like Kraken tried that and just came up short.
Yep. Yep.
Now Cyber's Libertad kind of caught Bow in here, reversing with a Petro on his flank. That cannot feel good. Extinguishes the double fires there.
Yep. Yep. Meanwhile, we got some radars out catching CEO of beaches. Comes the bungo shells. They miss.
Kraken not trading health very well here early, upside down on HP. It does look like they might finally pick up C here. The Shima radar, the Petro radar is offline, and the Minotaur radar does not have the range to pick up MCAT at in this position.
It's like Cyber Viper's Libertad takes some hits.
Oh, there's the bungo. There's the bungo being impactful. That's a big kill for Kraken. An early ship advantage. Takes the radar out of the middle, and they'll easily bag C now.
Yeah, that's ouch.
But I was about to point out Cyber's health pool when the Ohio pointed it out for me. So,
yeah,
just like that, the Libertad is dead, and we are back to even on ships 8v8 here as we progress through Game 3.
Yeah, I really feel like if they had brought almost any other battleship, they would have still have that battleship alive right now. So, it is what it is.
I mean, there's no way to know that, but so far, the Libertad has just not delivered anything but misery to either team that's fielded it. So we'll see if Kraken can overcome it here in Game 3, but not looking good so far.
I do like, though, that kill at C does give them the C cap like handily. It's just a question of now what can Kraken do on the other side as Arquada's Delny coming under attack now.
Yeah, I was just pointing out here that between the Brisbane and the Summers, like they're in a really good position to possibly bag this Delny kill. They're bringing the Cecilia over, I think, to try to provide some cover for him. I'm wondering if Harrier knows that guy is there. Yeah, rightfully was just spotted. Well, no, rightfully was just spotted. So he definitely knows that he's in that position.
Yeah, the hard thing is I was talking about this in Game 1. The Summers and Brisbane have split. They are coming back together, though.
Yeah, they have an opportunity here to finish Arcada. He keeps ducking in and out. There we go. The Brisbane radar's got him lit now. And now that he's on the map border, he's going to struggle. He's got very few places to run. He's going to play the map border slide game here.
Comes to Cecilia Savo.
Well, and here comes Summers' smoke.
Right.
Arcada survives the radar, not before he takes a little more chip damage here.
Yeah, but the important thing is he survives. He's got to heal in 10 seconds.
He does survive. Zulu ducks out of the way of this torpedo salvo and does begin to flip the A-cap.
You mean the B-cap?
Sorry, it is the B-cap. My apologies.
It's so easy to mess those two up.
So Kraken behind about 90 points, but making a good play here.
Take a look at Metallis's Ragnar. They're shoving him through as well. I really like that play.
So do I. They're going to need it, although Havoc's gearing takes a San Martin torp. Hank's going to lose this eventual fight with his San Martin up here at the top of the map eventually. Here come the Ohio shells trying to end that conversation.
And Petro.
Yep.
That's right.
He's going to dodge the Ohio salvo. The Petro one bounces mostly, surprisingly enough.
I don't think his funny button is charged. He's got 30 seconds until his heal.
He's not going to make it.
There's the fire that will end him.
Yeah, he's not going to make it.
Nope.
So back to a one-ship lead for ERARE, but they are down a cap here for the moment.
Yeah, torpedoes hitting Shimato. Shimin?
I'm just going to call him Shima. I think it's Shima in C. And Shima in center spawn or something like that, I think is how it's meant to be read. But I'm just going to call him Shima. Because it's,
all right,
confusing. Why wouldn't it be?
Yep. Well, despite the Ragnar coming down, Kraken has chosen not pursue, which I find very interesting. I think maybe they just want to zone out the Delny and just get the pick on him, and that's it.
Well, we'll see, because right now, if I'm Kraken, what I'm trying to do right now is get things set to defend the middle of the board. Because what has been a north-south fight is about to become an east-west fight, as ERARE is 100% going to try to figure out how can I pressure and eventually work my way in to the C cap.
Well, they only have 3 minutes to do that.
They're going to have to get on the ball here. One thing
the Ohio's going the wrong way.
One thing that Hank did that definitely was a good use of his ship was he drugged that gearing in the Brisbane well out of position. Yep. It's going to take them some time to get back onto station, and it's time that they may not have, depending on how the rest of the team reacts and what kind of shots they land between now and then.
I'd really like to see a little bit more aggression coming from this group over on the B side. Take advantage of the situation. You know the Delny is low.
I think...
you know that... Yes?
I think they're trying to chase these guys on the assumption or hope that they're lurking near this cap circle, but I think ERARE's made the exact correct call. They have just pulled these guys out completely and said, no, just bail. Bail completely and don't even risk it. Don't lose the ship.
Speaking of losing the ship, Mr. Bean now coughs himself up there. He got stuck in a really bad position and backed up too far.
Yep. I was just about to point out that Kraken had just moved out to the lead, but the loss of the Moskva in the middle of the map means that, well, that disappeared in a hurry.
Right, and so this is the problem with allowing ERARE to do what it wants to do in the corner. It gave them the complete opening that they needed to take advantage of that broadside Petro.
Metalis takes a torp in the bow, and it's now a 2-ship lead for ERARE. More pieces on the board, more guns in the fight. Can Kraken hold on for 2 minutes? That's the real question here.
It's going to be longer. Someone's about to get into the C cap. As soon as that happens,
I see
that's a time extension.
Yep. They've managed to put enough pressure on Draws Petro. They've pushed him back far enough. I don't think his radar can cover out here. It can't.
Nope.
Yep. A definite time extension. I think what's going to happen is Kraken's going to move out to the lead about 10 or 12 points here before the C cap completes ticking over.
Mm-hmm. But the real problem is they're down 2 ships. They have less flexibility on the board.
Yeah.
And continuous mistakes. Like, look at Draws Petro right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Cecilia dunks him.
Yep.
Big kill. They've been trying to secure these kills. I feel like, Zath, they've allowed themselves to be baited. They've chased these guys to the bottom of the map, and they might yet still bag one of them. But, man, it feels like they've just kind of left the rest of the team to hang out while they've done it.
Absolutely. The thing is that they had the ability to do it earlier, and they waited. It's almost like they wanted to play with their food. And this is the result. Their food fought back.
I got to give credit to ERARE here. They correctly read the situation and were like, no, pull those ships out. Kite hard. Don't get caught. Right. Don't fight over the cap. Just run. And it worked.
Right. But you brought Metalis' Ragnar back to prevent exactly what happened.
What just happened?
Because what they did was they said, okay, well, you come back to where we are. No, you continue to push down on your side and prevent the spacing. And well, ouch.
Ooh, Zath. The Bungo puts Kraken into the lead by seconds, but they lose the Ragnar. Nope. If they could have kept the Ragnar in the game, they might have won by a second or two, but didn't happen.
And that's the one salvo from the Colombo. That's the one salvo from the Colombo that hit the Ragnar, did enough damage so that everybody else could chip damage it. So, unfortunately, I almost feel like they were too afraid of Summers' torpedoes, which is hilarious because that's exactly what happened to the Ragnar, to Metalis. He took a Summers torpedo after going all the way to the 2 line and then hooking back around.
Yep. Well, we're seconds away here from an ERARE win in this match, Zath, but it's been a great match.
Mm-hmm.
Kraken
Been
had
an extremely competitive match.
It has. Kraken had some opportunities here in Game 3 that I think they still could have won, and they just weren't able to pull it together, and ERARE is going to go home a winner.
That's right. Kraken, of course, not out of this, but
No.
hey, that's one more series they have to somehow win
Yep.
in order to make it to the next weekend's playoffs.
Well played to both teams. Congrats to ERARE, though. They are your winners here in this particular match. Collecting their first match win of the day. They need 3 to move on and qualify for next weekend's final playoff series here in the international bracket of King of the Sea 18.
Absolutely.